viewers. Welcome to another episode with the Decipher. Um, Quickly, thank you to all the subscribers. Mucho gracias, gracias muchos, muchos, muchos. Thank you very much, everyone. Okay, I'm not gonna waste you too much of your time. Someone sent me this video and they want me to talk about it. As you guys know, for months now, I haven't spoken anything about relationship dynamic or anything like that. I haven't because I think a lot of us been said already about it. For those who don't know, I'm the same guy that I've said many times on live streams that American dating culture is like coronavirus. You heard me right. American dating culture is like coronavirus. Yes. The only way you can survive it, you need to take the jab. And even though when you take the jab, doesn't mean you're gonna survive it, if you know what I mean. So I'm not gonna waste much of your time. But it's quite interesting that a lot of women start paying a little more attention. I get it. Men have been horrible for a very long time towards women. You see, I'm not denying it one bit. Even till today, there was a particular conversation I really wanted to have initially. There was a man from Australia here that went to Thailand. He did the unthinkable. But I'll talk about that tomorrow. But tonight, I just want to discuss about this. For the mentally sane men that we have there, the few good ones that's left that we have. So I'm speaking on their behalf. And to other mentally sane women out there, potentially they're looking for, happily ever after, if that's even possible. This conversation is for you. I'm not talking about the one with the. I'm talking about the one that has, they still have something there to give. Because the bottom line is that you can only give what you have. If you don't have something, you can't give it. Even though when you go and try and look for it, you won't know how to find it. So that's why I just want to share some of my thought on these videos I'm going to show. I'm not going to be here for too long. DJ, drop the track. All right. Let me listen to this lady because she's been buzzing for the last couple of months now. Ever since she got engaged, things have changed. I used to listen to her quite a while before. She's kind of very consistent with what she says, but it's kind of a little bit different now because the bling bling is in her hand. But I don't want to ruin the excitement. Let me give it to you.
Mental health condition in men as a majority is very scary.
To be honest, I would feel a lot of hold on. I would feel away mentally if I'm only looked at for what I can provide. Do you know the mental beatdown and emotional beatdown that probably has on a man if you're not 6 feet tall, if you don't make six figures, if you don't have a six-pack?
Every man in every community has to go through that.
I'm not talking about communities. I'm talking about the statistics of how people see value in a man. You're only as good for what you can give to me. But the second that you can't give to me, there's no reason for me to even be here. So why would a man opt into that? You want to talk about mental wellness? How could they possibly be well when men are looked at like objects too? And we try to pretend like they're not. That's not fair. Men are just as objectified for their money the way that women are objectified for their body.
Nobody.
And that's the gospel truth about it. But, when you're in an environment whereby people tend to get very, very triggered by comment like this, it makes them feel extremely very triggered. But is she lying? That is exactly what men talk about quite often. I was listening to one of my favorite channels I watch on YouTube. Is it Manosphere Ally? Talking about a lady that, she does those jobs to relieve stress. She spoke in detail why men actually come to see her. And most of those men, they have wives at home, but the wife is not wifing because they need to go and seek alternative for them to feel heard, feel seen. I get it. I'll say again one more time. I know men has been miserable to women for a long time. Yes, absolutely. There's no lie about it. We have a lot of men out there that they don't even understand the concept of what it is to be a man. There's a whole lot of them out there. A lot. I'm not hiding that at all, one bit. But the fact still stays the fact. because of a lot of correction from a lot of women today, that they've not become the man that they're looking for. And a man does not want to see the characteristics of himself in another woman. He's gonna turn him off. Bleh. I can't even speak properly. A man doesn't want to see the same characteristics in another man to see it in a woman. It's gonna turn him off. So I'm glad she's saying it, because someone like me, I've said it for a very long time. My conclusion is what I've seen, the way we treat each other as men and women, is that we lack empathy towards each other. We don't give each other grace at all. Is that you come with everything that I want, or I'm going to toss you around. Or I come with everything that I want, that I need, or you toss me around. That is how it works. There is no grace. There is no empathy. Now, men have been, is it different? I'm not thinking of English words today. I'm really tired. But the thing is that men have been in a situation whereby nobody can advocate for yourself towards your own woman. You have to do it for yourself. And if you do it, you're a simp. If you don't do it, you're a simp. You just have to shut up and take it like a punch. So the bottom line is that we have today that some women really care enough about how men feel. I think it's good news. The same way men too need to care about women. I know we care about them, but outside sex. So let's see how that's going to work. But let's give it a step in.
He wants to build up a man. That's exhausting.
Being a high value masculine man, if you get him at the finish line, baby, you don't have no say. Yeah. There's literally no say, because what value can he possibly see in you?
That's my curiosity.
Nobody want to build up no man. That's like raising a
man.
Yes, it is. What are you talking about?
Don't you have no say then? That castle, that kingdom is on his terms.
Yes, period.
You're joined.
And that's the thing too. It's not building a man, it's building with a man. And that is the difference.
Women are...
That's the another part of it that me personally, I've said it publicly. American women, for me, is a no-no. I'm sorry. I'm not saying all of you are bad, but good God, it's like it's like jumping into the ocean and looking for $1. Good luck. That is how you need to like. And the one thing that really pisses me off is the high value. That high value shit just fucking annoys the shit out of me. High value, high value, high value. And that's part of why I said they're like coronavirus. The dating culture in America, it's coronavirus to a sport. Because you have to take the jab of common sense. There is no jab of common sense in their brain. American dating culture, no common sense at all. Many of them just talk out of their ass. They don't even know what is coming out of their mouth. High value, high value, high value. You have to be an high value man. You have to be an high value woman. What is high value? You see, the another problem that is contaminating the rest of the world is their ideology. I've had my fair share of rant about them a lot. Their ideology is so backdated, or they think it's future. It's so backdated they don't even understand it. High value this, high value that, high value, high value man. What is high value? It's the architect of why nothing ever works around there. Because everybody is walking around with tape rule and measuring stick. You're calculating your values every day. Because that is going to make you feel. So both men and women are constantly calculating how they feel every day. High value, high value. When you keep measuring how you feel, can you cut what AI product is going to give you the actual value of what you bring in each other's life? You shouldn't be counting values of what you bring into your life. Are you compatible or not? But common sense, let's move on.
Delusional in dating. I say this as a professional matchmaker and as a woman who lived inside delusion for 43 years. And there are many stories that I will share to illustrate this in service of truth and love. But we need to start with a statistic that knocked me out. So a little context first. As a professional matchmaker, people come to me with lists. Eventually, I hope we see that lists do not lead to love, but that is the trend. If I check off all the things on the list, I will find love. Anyways, that's another video. So women often had height, and can you guess the other one on the list? Financial security. And that range for them of what was tall enough or what was rich enough varied. But nonetheless, you would see it often. And I will tell you, no one ever said, I have a healthy, happy relationship because I'm with a tall, rich dude. Ever. Never. That is never the thing. Sure, if you like it, it can be a bonus. But let me tell you, you really need to look at that because here's the stat. Are you ready? If you are wanting a gentleman who is 6 feet tall or above and who makes over $150,000 or above, guess what percent of the dating pool you are dealing with? 1%. You've reduced all the men down to 1% left if you are looking for that. And let me tell you, that guy, that 1%, he has a lot of options. And so every woman thinks she's getting this guy. Wait, and that 1%, oh, this is the most important part. That does not include kindness. That does not include intelligence. That does not include emotional availability. That does not include physical attractiveness. It includes nothing that is important in actually making a relationship last. It doesn't include similar values. You've shrunk your dating pool down to 1%. And I'm going to tell you why none of this matters. But before I do that, we need to really let this sink in. And we need to remember this. This is very easy to forget. When you have a bad date or are struggling with anything in relationships, this statistic, once you understand more context, it will put it in perspective for you. So save it so you can refer back to it and share it with your friends. Because women, we need to wake up. 6 foot tall and 150K is not, it's not it. It's not going to get you the marriage and the love that you want. And I will share what will. But first, we need to let the statistic sink in. Save it and share it.
I just want to pause it. I've literally said the same thing. It's okay. You can wish to go to the star. You will land on the moon. Good luck to you. My days of telling women what to do about their life, their choices. If you like, it's your choice. You see, a good man doesn't pursue anymore. Because good men are now really understood the value that they hold. Yeah. So, oh God, I feel sorry for so many girls, man. I feel so sorry for so many girls. Thank you for letting me know my volume is low. A lot of women are it's just extremely really sad. Like, it's really, really sad that their mind has been programmed to constantly just have this imaginary expectation about a guy needs to be this tall. And as long as the guy is not that tall, then you don't think is suitable for you. And you're going to wait the best part of your life whereby you can peer bond with a particular guy. What's up, Boston? How you doing? When you can peer bond with a particular guy in your life, and you can make different choices in your life. That is not, you're waiting for a guy because he's 6 foot tall, and there's only 1% of them in the whole United States, and you're waiting. Okay. I've come to learn that sometimes when you want to pass a particular message, you have to be the right messenger. If you're not the right messenger, they're not going to receive the message. So all I'm going to say is that continue doing what you're doing. I'm sure you're happy. It will work for you. It will work out. Don't listen to anyone. Don't even listen to me. Do you continue living in that ideology? It will work out the way it needs to work out. It's extremely sad. I mean, the saddest part of it is that a lot of the time, they know deep down is that they're making the wrong choice, but they're just too stubborn. Their stubbornness is just too much. But all I'm just saying is that I hope you guys never get to the point whereby they're gonna start putting those AI robots and slapping those AI doll on it. Yikes. The day they started putting those dolls, they start slapping those AI robot on it, it's over. I'm telling you. You see, they can make it out of plastic now. It's give them the same feeling they're gonna get. All these data centers they're building around. What do you think? When they need money, what do you think they're gonna turn those machines to start doing? They have every information about every one of us. They know us to a T. They will be fiddling with us like a puppet. Man. Well, ladies, do you. You shouldn't listen to a YouTuber, a podcaster. Yeah. Wait for your 6-foot angel. It's coming. Let's move on.
As women, we have no idea the weight that a man carries. And the more and more that I talk to women, the more and more I believe like you really are clueless about that. You think that it's just him just taking care of you, but the truth is there is an unspoken expectation that if it ever comes down to it, he has to give his very life to protect you. That's the silent contract that men live under every single day.
And that's the thing. Unfortunately, the good men out there that will do this, not only that they don't even get fuck all thank you, is that it is not even appreciated. I've been in several situations whereby a woman will come into my life and she will disappear. She will think I'm going to pursue and follow around and beg out. No, you go. Go and look for what you're looking for. I hope you find it. And I hope it makes you happy. It's really stupid. And it was later on in my life that I realized that a lot of women, you guys have zero understanding about the psychological pressure that men carry every day just to have you in our lives. You guys never fathom it. It's never been something you've ever put in your equation at all because you don't physically see it, or because we don't physically or verbally tell you constantly. So you don't know. Now, that's for a good man though, not just any man, a good man. Because I have to throw that curveball right there, a good man. But the bottom line is that it's just extremely sad that it's get to this point that you see women in the late 30s, 40s, 50s. Sometimes the good ones will advise the younger ones, and younger ones won't listen. That's why I feel sorry for the American men. They're looking for love in that place. Good luck, have mercy on your soul. Like I said again one more time. I'm not stalling and I'm not hiding. You can see my face. The decipher. American dating culture is like coronavirus. You have to take the jab of common sense.
It's a crazy thing. He walks out into a world where he doesn't know if he'll come home. Not just because he has to protect you, but because he's expected to fight, endure, and to sacrifice for any woman who is threatened that is in his presence. He is expected to sacrifice his own life. And yet, when he does come home, he comes home to many of you who are draining what is left of him, and then you expect him not to complain or to have a problem about it. Do you understand what that does to a man mentally and emotionally? When his entire existence is around what he gives, but he rarely receives the nurture, the respect, the peace, the safety that he is desperately longing for. It chips away at his soul. And listen, men don't crumble, ladies, because they're weak. Y'all gotta stop saying that. You have to see things for what they are. They are crumbling because they've carried the sword for so long, and you have not been willing to bandage their hands, let alone tell them that they don't have to die on the sword for you in order to receive love and to keep getting your love.
You see, one of the things that I realized that at the struggling phase in my life, whereby, especially for a lot of men out there who they don't have anyone to show them or to teach them how to be a man, that they have to figure things out themselves, like I did. I'll be sure fucking hell that I'll push myself to get to a place whereby I'm very good, and you think you're gonna come into my life and you think I'll just let you just do whatever. I could give a fucking fly fuck of which degree, PhD or whatever you have. In my household, I am the man in the household. If that doesn't work for you, the door is right there. You can leave. It's not by force. But the thing is that a lot of women, when I listen to them talk, I just wanted, the very first thing I want to observe from them is that, do you have empathy in you? Because if you show me zero empathy, I will show you zero empathy. Because what you're telling me is that your own want and need is way more important than a we. Relationship is a team sport. If you don't have a team mentality, you cannot play in my team. Keep it stepping. Next.
Love your man. Refill him. Remind him he doesn't have to die for him to be worthy of you.
Half of men from the ages of 18 to 25 have never asked a woman out in person. And more than 70% of young women are waiting or desperately wanting men to approach them. So obviously we've got a huge problem here. And the fear of rejection, we hear a lot about rejection, but what about the fear of the what if? Don't you think that should be bigger than the fear of rejection?
Yeah, because the thing is that I like to give the real, not like hide behind things because you want to take a jab at women. But the thing is that men are culpable of this situation we're dealing with today. Men are responsible. A large proportion of it, men are responsible. But the men that are responsible for those behaviors, some of them are still alive. Yeah, some of them are still very much alive, but a lot of them are dead. So their actions of those men in the past, we men today, we're paying for their actions. The consequence of their actions is what the men today are paying for. Yeah, that is the bottom line. That's the truth. So every feeling that they have, and even though it is not even directly, just because of their mom, their aunties, their grandma tell them, they embody it. It makes them act the way they act today. So when you say that women are not going out and they're not getting approached, who wants to approach a woman in 2026? If you don't end up on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, or in a group chat, they'll talk about you. And that was just a creep. Who wants to feel humiliated every day? Do you guys just think that men just walk around every day and want to be humiliated every day? You think that makes us feel good? Like I said, zero empathy. Many of you walk around. I've looked women look me dead in the eye. They've told me that they don't have empathy for men. I'm like, why should I care about you then when you have zero empathy for men? Why should I care about you? And this is the majority of women nowadays, that they don't even understand there's anything wrong with that. You understand? Many of them don't understand that without empathy, we cannot coexist. But their mind is so locked up like a door. They've thrown away the key, or they swallowed the key. I beg, let's move on. Now, this lady, I've seen her a few times, videos in the past. It's kind of really sad, but listen to her.
53. And I just can't believe that I'm sitting here, and it has been several years. I think it was over a year that I had a date, and then it's been several years since then. Where are all the good men? I'm tired of being alone. I want to share my life with someone. I am just freaking tired. I want to be in love. I want to share my life with someone. I want to feel the joys. I want to have my hands held. I want to be held. I want to kiss. I want to support. I want to make coffee with that person. I want my person. I want my person. Why is it so hard to find your person? I'm tired.
Same workers.
I just want to pause it for a second. This is not to shame anyone. At 50-something years old, you want to find your person. What about the other 30 years in between? What is stopping you from finding a person? The word hypogamy, I never really truly understood what it meant until when I got much more older. Then I really knew it's like every 8 or 9 women, they're hypogamy by nature. They always want to fuck up. They don't like to fuck down. Because the last guy they met, if the guy is better than the next guy, that guy is a standard. Unfortunately. Until later down the road when they started, the cobwebs is coming out of their eyes, and start realizing, holy shit, I've wasted 10, 20, 30 years of my life hoping that that last guy that I dated, because he drove a Mercedes Benz, the next guy I need to be with, he needs to have Mercedes Benz. If the guy doesn't have Mercedes Benz, I'm not going to be with him. Why women? We are the complete opposite. We could care less about what you drive. Are you a good woman? And the dating culture, I'll say it again one more time. American dating culture is the reason why this entire world of dating is fucked up. Yes, I said it. If you want to get mad in the comment section. I don't care. The dating culture we have in this world, you can solely blame America for. They are responsible for it. Because every ideology we have that is broken in relationship today, you can best believe it originated from that country. Yes, I said it. Get mad. Get angry. Good. America, their dating culture is coronavirus 2.0. You have to take the jab of common sense. That is the only thing that can help you. Because many of them, they don't function in common sense at all. Because you date a guy that was driving Mercedes. So your next guy, he needs to be driving Mercedes. What if that guy is a much more better man than the guy that was driving Mercedes? I don't give a shit. Then you come on social media. Hey, man, you just, hey, man, can you just find my match? I want to find my person. Yeah, good luck. He's waiting for you in afterlife. And that's the thing. You find a lot of things on social media. I work in an environment whereby it is illegal. Huh? If you've never heard it before, pay gap. You pay men below me. It's illegal. If any business is caught paying you below what they're supposed to pay you because you're a woman, they can be in some serious trouble. Why would they want to pay you less because you're a woman? If you're equipped, if you're qualified to do the job, you should be paid what you're supposed to be paid. But they put this propaganda in the news. A lot of women wait on their head like a cap. Oh, pay gap, pay gap. There is no pay gap because it's written in the law. But, it's not very smooth conversation to have. But it's just the truth. I mean, this is why I said common sense sometimes. A lot of people don't have common sense. Why would the business want to pay you less because you're a woman? Why? What will be their justification? It is illegal for you to pay someone. That is discrimination based on sex. That business can completely shut down and lose all their licenses. But you've hated men just because of that ideology alone. Because you heard it on TikTok. Or you heard it on YouTube or Facebook. Now you wear it on your head. Pay gap. Oh, pay gap. Pay me women less. How do you know? Just basic 2-3 minutes search online. You will find out that it is illegal for you to pay someone low just because she's a woman. The business can get shut down. But no, the feminazi ideology, they wear it on their head like a crown. They use it to insult every man they can find. You put men in a position whereby they need to start defending themselves like, why are you having a go at me? Go and meet the business owner. It's not my fault. But like I said, America again. It's originated from there. All in the name of progression. I get it. We want to progress. But the thing is that it's balanced. They always pursue the highest spectrum of everything. This is why nothing ever works there. Well, let's move on. Next.
Stop normalizing copying Hollywood vlogs.
Over the past few years, something has been happening across Hollywood, and now it's becoming impossible to ignore. Look at Kelly Osbourne, Natalia Dyer, Jenna Ortega, Christina Aguilera, Ariana Grande, Meghan Trainor, Selena Gomez. One by one, the same pattern, the same shift. Fuller faces slowly replaced by sharper lines, less facial fat, more angular, much more thinner. At first it looked like individual transformation, like someone being on a diet or a fitness routine or personal choice, and they lost weight. But when you place them side by side next to each other, it starts to feel like a pattern, and that's where it gets really uncomfortable. Because this isn't just about appearance, it reflects a wider shift in beauty standards again, a move away from healthy looking towards something much leaner that looks fragile. When high visibility figures change like this, it doesn't stay in Hollywood, it goes further, it filters down into the trends, expectations, into how people see themselves. And this is what people miss. It's not just a weight loss, it's how quickly the face change. And it's not possible for a normal person like you and me. So facial volume drops, skin appears tighter, sometimes more aged, let's face it, and the overall look becomes less forgiving. So the real question isn't who changed, it's why does the same look repeat itself again across completely different people? And now are we supposed to take it in as a new trend?
Very soon, all those women now, they will point fingers back at men. They will say it's men's fault. It's men's fault. You went from a sugar baby to a sugar junkie. But they will. I'm telling you, you best believe it. Give it another 5 or 6 years from now, they will correlate whatever trauma is in their head. They'll blame it on men. It's gonna be men's fault why they've decided to transform to the healthy looking individual they were before. They'll put the blame on men. It's just the way it works. Then there's gonna be another cycle between men and women head clash again. You guys watched the new Superman movie, the Supergirl movie? Nobody watched it. I think they lost about 150 million in counting. I think they only make $30 million or $38 million. And that's the thing. I've had my fair share of conversation about this place. It's extremely sad because everything about the culture there is just, it's not normal. It's so very abnormal. Very, very abnormal. The reason, the biggest issue that I have is that unfortunately they have access to the rest of the world. And I know it's an indirect responsibility that has been given to them. So they're just doing whatever they want to do at all time. And whatever hits the wall, they'll, stick. But unfortunately, a lot of people for the rest of the world, they're very gullible. They see America as a standard. America has never been a standard for me. Not in a lifetime. I don't look at America as one place that I'm looking at, oh, it's a standard. Fuck that. There's some really decent human being. Very few people like, okay, that's a good person. Oh, that's a good person. That's what really matters. But unfortunately, a lot of people in the other part of the world, they don't have that thinking. That brain is not functioning. Somebody's asked me, is that what we're talking about? We're talking about women are finally understanding that being a man is not easy. Because men are not approaching them no more. And some of them are advocating for us, which is good. It makes me happy. At the same time, we should advocate for them too. You see, a lot of all these women, they just complain on social media and whine. Oh man, it is. It's just, they're just venting. They want men to come and take responsibility out of their life. But the problem is that many of them, they don't know how to put their guards down to allow a man to help them with their life. Because they've read it in the textbook. Textbook and the nature of a man is not the same thing. This is why I don't go based on some theory or some a psychological book or whatever it is. No, I observe. I can see with my two naked eyes. The eyes never lies. The eyes will show you. The actions will reflect. So all these nonsense that people talk about, right? That's why I don't like to talk about relationship no more. I don't. If you like, ladies, do it. If you like, don't do it. If you like, stay single. If you like, be in a relationship. It's your prerogative. It's not mine. You will be the one to buy your own tissue. You buy your own box wine. You'll be the same person to buy your own and buy anything that will makes you feel better. Men are lost cause too. We have a lot of men there in the head too. I'll talk about it tomorrow. Make sure you comment. Make sure you subscribe on this channel. I'll discuss what happened. There was an Australian man that went to Thailand. He likes young girls. He had one and I'll discuss it tomorrow. Yeah, the men too are not better. There's a lot of men there out there that are really fucked up in the head. Yeah. This is not some men or women bashing. It's just a thing. A lot of people out there, they are mentally disturbed. And it's quite common. You know, Mr. Peach like to go to Asia a lot. Mr. Peach, because his dollar is very, very heavy over there. So when he goes there, he can have as many as he wants. And when they don't do what they do, it's going to I'll talk about it tomorrow. I'll find some more videos and I will expose it. Because when Epstein was doing his own, everybody exposed it. So why can't we expose him too? I've talked about what the degenerate shit that men do too. This is not a hiding platform whereby we're going to babysit something because it's going to make men feel, oh, bro, you know, you couldn't talk about the broskies and all. There's no fucking broskies here. Get your shit together. If you're a man, get your shit together. If you're a woman, get your shit together. One of the things that I come to observe about us as human beings is that we are so easily influenced. We are so easily manipulated to the highest order. A dog, a cat is more resistant than we do. It's just a matter of time. You just have to sprinkle the right words at the right time. Rub the right palm at the right time. You will make anybody do anything. That is the unfortunate side of this stupid world that we live in today. So for the ladies who care about men, the ones that have empathy, if it's something you're going to find about my channel is that I talk about this every time. I can give you 5,000, 10 billion reasons why you shouldn't give a shit about a woman. And I can give you quadrillion reasons why you shouldn't give a shit about men. An eye for an eye, it makes the entire village blind. That is what elders told us when we were growing up. But this world today, because of this, it's like you need to go to one high spectrum of craziness to compensate with another thing that you're feeling. One last thing again. Everything in this world is personal. Business, work, everything is personal. Nothing is for free. Everything is personal. It doesn't matter what you do or what you don't do. Everything is personal. Somebody is feeling about something that you do or you said to them. This is why there's so much dysfunction in this world, because a lot of people, when they get out of the house, a lot of people don't know how to process how they feel about whatever in the bus, in the store, in the train, in the taxi, in the Uber. Everything is personal. So put that at the back of your mind. Next time you want to insult someone, or next time you want to disrespect someone, maybe that is the foot that is supposed to go right into your ass and correct your attitude. Or is the foot that will go into your mouth and they will insult consciousness out of your body. Empathy. This is the only thing that can bring any kind of normalcy to this degenerate, fucked up world that we live in. Empathy. Men have empathy for women. Women have empathy for men. That is the only thing that will start allowing us to have any crumb of conversation about anything. Because if you want to look at things from your spectrum as a woman, men too can look at the same thing as a man. Then there is no solution. empathy. Empathy is the key. Without empathy, we are worse than animals. Let me say it again. Without empathy, we are worse than animals. Animals have more empathy than most human beings do. That is why there's still enough war going on in the world, because there's no empathy. If a rich bastard have empathy, he will not spend more money on building weapons. He will spend that money to grow the best organic farm that we can find, to make people eat healthy food, not to end up in the hospital, so they can buy the same tablets that his company own, hide under a couple of shell accounts, shell companies. And at the end of the day, they don't end up paying tax. Then they'll call their billionaire friends. Then they'll call their politician friends. Then they'll call their banking friends. Then they call their lawyer friends. Then they'll write policy that will control your life. Then you go around the street. Hey, men ain't shit. Oh, women ain't shit. Oh, men ain't shit. You're a fool. Like I always say, thinking is not illegal. Thinking is not illegal yet. Very soon, AI will think for you. You won't be able to do shit. Then you know you're fucked. See how they deal with the whole AI thing? I'll see you again, you guys, tomorrow. We'll talk about the Australian man that went to... I hope they lock him up. Yeah, but you won't see it in the news. Did you hear it in the news? No, many people will never hear it in the news. Because he's a pitch man. Mr. Pitch went to Thailand. He went to... the young girl. I will show you tomorrow. Yeah, these are the degenerate shit that we deal with every day. I'm passionate about it because I do live in Thailand. All right? Shout out to my Thai viewers. Sawadee ka. Yeah. I was there. I'll talk about it tomorrow. Lodi Bruku people. I better come up for you.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here. Get out of here, man. Shit, I'm saying.